If you're anything like me, you're always getting calls from people trying to sell you solar panels, telling you how great they are. And I'm also hearing other people complain about how solar salesmen are knocking on their stinking doors with these high-pressure sales tactics. But that, in and of itself, doesn't mean that solar panels are a bad idea. In fact, they could be a good investment for many homeowners. I'll be spending just a few minutes today addressing why solar panels might be worth it here in Florida, and then I'll be addressing why solar panels might not be worth it for you. So stick around until the end, as the why not might surprise you. First, let's review some of the reasons why solar panels are so popular, along with the benefits of why solar panels might be worth it. The most common reason why people have solar panels installed is to save money, obviously. Installing solar panels is supposed to lower the consumer's electric bills, and I believe this is usually the case. Some solar users even sell back electric to the energy company. My experience has been that homeowners usually do lower their total energy bills, even when considering the cost of the panels, which we'll come to here in a bit. The next reason solar panels might be worth it is simple energy independence. Having solar panels can make you less reliant upon others, like those monopolistic energy companies. If you just want to get off the grid, then solar panels are, in my mind, the first step in making that happen. Another reason that so many turn to solar energy is that solar panels can be a great source of clean energy. Some people are willing to pay big bucks for this type of thing, but I don't think that you always have to pay big bucks in order to have solar panels installed on your home. But you do need to do your research to ensure that you don't get taken for a ride. I'm Chuck Shaver, and I'm a local realtor here in Central Florida. And before I get to the last pro, and before I get on to the cons to consider, if you're finding value here, show your support by simply clicking the little like button down below. If you'd like more videos on real estate topics here in Central Florida, then click the subscribe button and click that little notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I post other videos just like this. The state of Florida offers all sorts of incentives that can offset your overall energy expense, although these incentives are sometimes not realized by the owner if the solar panels are leased or if they're financed. As of this recording, Florida provides a property tax exemption for solar panels, and there's no sales tax on the purchase of these panels. While I don't believe that Florida residents are able to take advantage of solar renewable energy credits, or what they call SRECs, which is incentives that are available to many other states, there are plenty of state and even local incentives to help offset the cost of solar energy, especially if you aren't leasing or financing them. Of course, determining if solar panels are worth it for you depends on many other factors. Factors like your total energy usage and exposure to the sun, and there's many others too. However, all that glitters isn't always gold. That's a phrase my grandma used to say. And there are some factors to consider as we look at the other side, some of which may give you pause before running out and emptying your retirement savings. So let's take a look at a few of these. The first obstacle when determining if solar panels are worth it is usually the cost. The cost of solar panels can vary quite a bit, but most of the homeowners that I've spoken to spent somewhere between 30 and 50 grand, although I did speak to a seller just yesterday that's fighting over a solar system that he paid over $75,000 for. Yes, after tax credits, you could end up with a net savings of a good bit of dough, although the one I just referred to was a disabled vet, so he was not able to capture 1 cent of the tax credit. It's important to note that the electric company isn't just going to just vanish. They're all going to still get 30 or 40 bucks each and every month. That's not a lot of money, but it does add up when putting it all together. The salesmen that are selling these solar panels offer all sorts of options to purchase. Of course, cash is almost always going to be the best option for the least expensive solar panel, but you can also lease or finance them. Sounds great, right? Well, leasing solar panels means that you never own the panels, and that brings all sorts of other issues. And financing them gives you the added expense of the interest that never seems to go away either. One solar salesman that I spoke to said that solar panels typically take between 10 and 15 years to get your money back, but that is based on a cash sale, so I can only imagine how long it's going to take with their financing. Leasing solar panels is, in my mind, the most perilous option when purchasing solar panels, but I could probably spend another hour addressing all the problems there. So these things are expensive, but they can still be worth it as long as you're going to be home long enough, maybe 20 or 30 years, to get that return back. Speaking of being in your home long enough, this is what I consider to be the greatest problem when determining if solar panels are worth it. So here's a scenario. Let's start with the cash scenario, the easiest one to deal with when selling your home. You have solar panels installed and things are going great. You're breaking even, who knows, maybe you're making money each and every single month on the solar panels. Then 5 years later you want or you need to sell your home. Well, it's very likely that you're not going to recoup that money that you spent on those solar panels. It's likely that the market is not going to pay back for that $30,000, $50,000, or $75,000 investment up on top of your roof. Yes, you could potentially have those panels uninstalled and reinstalled on your new home, but that's a major expense if solar panels even work at the new location. But what if you didn't pay cash? Well, that new home buyer that wants to buy your home is now also going to have to qualify for the cost of those new solar panels. Most buyers looking at homes are looking at the top end of their budget, and many are not going to qualify for the additional expense of the solar panels. I've been selling homes here in Central Florida for many years, so I can tell you from personal experience that selling homes with solar panels has an entirely new level of problems. I've personally seen and heard of many other home sellers that have lost thousands or tens of thousands of dollars simply because they put solar panels on their homes. As such, I'm encouraging my friends and family to avoid installing solar panels unless they're paying cash and they're certain that they're going to be in their homes for many years to come. So, am I saying that solar panels are evil, that they're the enemy? Well, absolutely not. Solar panels could be worth it. What I'm saying is that if you're putting solar panels on your home, that you should be betting that you won't be leaving that home for the next 20 or 30 years, which is really quite rare in Florida these days. Insurance can be an issue when it comes to putting on solar panels too. Insurance companies may not cover roofs that have been damaged by solar panels, and your rates could also rise quite a bit because of having solar panels on there. Some insurance companies won't even cover them. So if you're going to roll the dice here, you'd better be certain that you've got a reputable solar company to install these panels that's still in business many years down the road when you need them. It's also important to note that if you need to replace your roof, which seems like every 10 or 12 years these days, because of that insurance, you're going to have the added expense of having the solar panel company come back out to uninstall and reinstall them, which I'm betting is going to have an additional expense. So other expenses like leasing fees, interest, maintenance, and moving solar panels should all be considered when determining if solar panels are worth it for you. If you've already got solar panels on your home, how's that working out for you? I hope to hear from some that have moved and transported their solar panels to their new home and find out more about how it worked out, as I just haven't seen it happen. Please put those comments down in the comments section below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.